Hey guys, finally got out of here. It's been a little bit. At least I get one day. Very, very, very foggy day. Show you real quick. Let me turn this around. Very foggy. It's actually looks better on camera than it does in real life. A lot of fog. So getting back into the area I like to explore and check things out, see if anything's changed since December. Haven't been out here in a while. My work schedule's been pretty hectic, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel, so I'm thankful. I got one day off this weekend. Next weekend I got to work, but after that I should have every weekend off again, so I'm pretty hopeful. So but I'm back out in the regular area, checking things out. Like I said, it's been a while since I've had an opportunity to come out here and check things out. It just feels good to be out and about. But have been busy with the podcast and everything else that's going on. So I've been staying busy, just haven't been able to get in the woods and do what I enjoy to do the most. I need the exercise. Exercise is very important. So this is how I get it, is all these hiking and, you know, tromping through the woods. So, all right, well, I just got out here. I was gonna go in another direction, but I saw, because it's very rare I see hikers out here, but there were some hikers this morning, and they were heading that direction, so I decided to change at the last minute. The whole morning's been kind of screwed up. I wasn't really paying attention. I got up this morning really excited about getting out, and you know, got up, got ready and stuff like this, and got outside, and it was pitch dark, and I was like, wait a minute. The sun, you know, I planned it where the sun was just coming up when I was going to get out here, and it's pitch dark, and I still have to go eat breakfast and stuff. And then I forgot there was a time change last night, and that's what screwed everything up. So that's kind of put me back. So, you know, to me it's 7 o'clock in the morning right now, but it's really just 8 o'clock. So that kind of threw me off. And then, of course, my rush in getting out here and stuff, I ended up getting halfway here and realized I left some things that I wanted to bring with me. And, you know, I forgot the trail cameras, and I forgot my pew, and so, you know, just have to work around it. But, all right, well, let me get at it. I got to hike back here, and when I get in some interesting areas, I'll come back. So, but let's get on this adventure.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy, and silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn, no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature.
Hey guys, this is an area a while back. I got a really good wood knock, and so I want to check this area out again and see if we find anything interesting. So it's really crazy because the fog is so thick that it sounds like it's raining, and it's not raining. It just sounds like it's raining because all the moisture's falling off the leaves and everything. So it kind of throws you off a little bit where you think you hear something, but you know, it's just like rain. So let's walk around a little bit. That right there is the area. I was cutting through the woods there, and to my right, somewhere back there, is where there was a wood knock. But it's definitely, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see with this tall grass. But there's actually a path going through here. So, and the fog is, you can see all the little spider webs on the ground from the fog. There's all these little spider webs are everywhere. Especially, no, check this out. Kind of like Christmas ornaments on a tree. But each one of these is an individual spider. Just one little tiny spider, you know, and it's everywhere. It's pretty cool, especially on these pines. It's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, there's this palmetto bush right here. I'm going to get real close so y'all can hear it. But it sounds like rain. And you hear it. So it kind of throws you off. Because it's such a beautiful morning. It's very, very quiet. I mean, very quiet. I'm not hearing anything except bugs. But there's no wind. It's very still, very quiet. But you hear this raindrops all over the place, you know. I see something really strange back here, so I'm gonna. You see it back there? I don't know what that is. So it's really strange because I have to assume it's a homeless person, but we're so far from anywhere that would be beneficial to a homeless person. I mean, even if they wanted to get something to eat or drink or, do whatever they do to survive, they are so far from the nearest store or mall or convenience store or anything like that, I mean, there's not even a major road to beg for money. I mean, it's been here for a while, but it wouldn't make any sense to come out here and build something because you're so far from everything. But they left everything. I mean, there's stuff in here that I don't want to dig through it. I don't want it to be a crime scene or something down the road, but there's a backpack. There's an unopened bottle of something to drink. Lighter fluid that is still packaged up. There's a pot, you saw that. I mean, the tent's shredded. I mean, the tent's worthless. But, I mean, there's still clothes here or whatever, so I don't know what happened. The one day I don't bring my pew-pew. So, but you can see the area that this tent's in. Well, it's definitely strange. Like I said, if I was homeless and I was gonna build a tent, I mean, I definitely would try to find a wooded area, but I'd be close to something in case I needed assistance or I needed, even if I had to dig through a dumpster for something to eat, I'd at least want to be near something. But this is way out. There's salt and pepper shakers still sitting here. Huh. Look at that. So, yeah, kind of strange. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of the area, get back to what I was doing. So, all right, let's work our way out. All right, well, about to hit the trail again and get back in. This trail I'm going to take, it's a beautiful trail. So I found really good footprints on this trail about, I want to say, a year and a half ago or so. Really good print. I just couldn't do anything with it because it was so wet, because that area gets really, really mucky. But it was a really good footprint. But when we take it, it leads all the way to a beautiful pond, lake, whatever. It's not a lake. To me, lakes are bigger, but it's a pond. And then there's a trail that goes around this pond, and we'll take that trail and work our way to the opposite side. And this is actually, if you guys remember a video, I was actually closing the video, and then as I'm talking, you heard this, and it was really loud. And you know, we're on that side where it came from. We're actually on the side of the pond that noise came from. So maybe we'll run into something and stuff like that. You know, found an area here with some hog. You know, you can see the ground, it's pretty solid, and then all of a sudden you got this area right here where they've dug it up. You know, I want to assume it's hog. The strange thing is there's no prints. I mean, I literally see no prints. It's just dug up. But I want to assume it's hogs. So I don't know, but I don't see any prints, and that's really good right there, substrate to catch a print, you know, of any sort, any animal. So all right, like I said, I'm only 20 yards from I worked my way back out of that area, and about to come up on that trail. It's like 20 yards in front of me, and we'll start hiking down that. So I'll be right back. This is where the lake is. There's a squirrel going up the tree. I love coming across any kind of nature, any kind of animals. Oh, a couple of squirrels. There's like a tree down the direction I'm going. That's the direction we're gonna head. So it looks like a tree is fallen, but I'm gonna walk down this way for a little bit just to look at the pond, but we're gonna come back this way and head around all the way back there, all the way around. But or I could just go ahead and start that walk and get some pictures of the pond on the other side. All right, I'll be back. All right, so I thought maybe that tree was covering the trail, but it's actually not. I think it was just the angle of the trail itself. It's a beautiful trail. Like I said, in this area I've had wood knock, a print, and that loud noise I was telling you about earlier. I don't know what that was. You know, if I were to describe it, it sounded like when you're fishing in your fishing line, you break your fishing line, that pop whiz noise. That's what it sounded like. But there was nobody out here, and I filmed for a little bit after that to see if I caught anything. There's a squirrel. Check him out. He's just chilling. So far it's been fairly quiet. Like I said, I went the opposite direction of the other hikers, so they were actually going in the direction I wanted to go, but because there was a certain area I wanted to check out, but they were very chatty. It was like it was like a group of three or no, at least 4 people. It might have been 5. So it was a pretty large group, and they were just chatty and talking, which is no problem with that. I mean, this is a public place. People come here to enjoy themselves. I get it. But I definitely didn't want it to interfere with what I'm doing, so. It's pretty interesting. I might take a little walk down here. I'll show you that. It goes downhill. It looks like a game trail. Then it veers off. So let's check it out. Got more of those spider webs everywhere. I can tell I won't be able to get too far back here. It seems pretty swampy. And there's a lot of hog activity. That's the last thing I need to do, is the one day I forget to bring my sidearm and I get a hog attack. You can see all the hog activity. Dude, this is a freaking hog superhighway right here, dude. I mean, look at this. Barreling through here, going in that direction. Yeah, I may not want to be too curious. Look at that. Look at these trails. That's definitely, this is the swamps for you. It's definitely beautiful in here. Whew. I think some of this stuff is pretty fresh, like today morning. It's all uphill. It's just amazing that I find all this hog activity all the time, but I've literally only seen one hog out here ever, and it was dead. That kind of spooked me for a second. Let me turn this around, let you look at this. So if you look up the trail, it looks like something long. I thought for sure I got a python, Florida python crossing the trail, but I don't think it is. I think it's a branch. We're about to find out, but I think it's a branch. But at first glance, you look at it and you're like, oh, I think it's a python. That's our newest evasive species that wreaks havoc. I don't think a lot of people realize the python population in the Everglades is devastated. It's eliminated 95% of the animal population in the Everglades. You can literally, back when I used to go in the Everglades, you could walk around in 1 hour, see 10 or 15 different species of animals, from raccoons to squirrels to deer to gators. I mean, just the list goes on. You can go out there now and spend all day and not see an animal. I mean, they're just devastating the entire Everglades. So they have to be eliminated. You know, and it's a combination of people getting these animals that should not be pets. There's a lot of animals out there that I'm opposed to being pets. And, you know, pythons and anacondas and different things, you know, different spiders and different birds. I don't think any of them should be, you know, unless they're hurt and they can't survive in the wild, then I can understand somebody keeping them in captivity to keep them alive. But, you know, just to have one just because, I'm against that. And this is what it does. It devastates our entire area. You know, the pig thing, that started back in Christopher Columbus or whatever. You know, I mean, he's the one who brought the pigs over for the first time. And they've just devastated not just Florida, but numerous states are dealing with that issue. You know, a family of hogs can destroy a football field size area in just a matter of hours every single night. So they're very devastating, and they're taking their resources from all the other animals and stuff like that. So I'm on this is the swamp side of the lake, pond, whatever. As we just on the other side, this all floods out during the rainy season. Look how foggy it is. You can look directly at the sun. But where you see those trees right there, that shrub, on the other side of that is the pond. But all this area right here, all the way to about right there, will flood out during the rainy season. You can see on the left side of me, it's pretty thick. And it's all downhill. Probably ranges anywhere from 10, 15 feet down. Again, during the rainy season, all those low-lying areas like that will flood out really bad. I don't know if y'all could saw that. I couldn't zoom at the same time I was seeing the bird, but it's one of my favorite birds. It's a hawk, or it's in the hawk family or something like that. But it's called a kite. I think it's just an amazing bird, just beautiful when it's in flight and stuff like that. It has the split tail, and it's one of my favorite birds. And I've seen one coming over the lake, and I was hoping it was coming right at me, but I guess when it saw me, it decided to veer off. Like I'm a threat or something, I don't know. So here we got our white. He's out there looking for frogs and stuff like that. They're really good fishermen too. Very stealthy. All right, well, still got a long ways to go, so I'm gonna hike for a little bit. And then if I see something or whatever, oh, I like that. Check this out. I might take a picture of that and put it in the video. Spider web. All right, well, I'm gonna hike for a little bit, and I'll get back to you guys really soon. missed one of the biggest bucks I have ever seen in Florida. I mean, it was huge. I mean, it was massive. And wasn't filming at the time. I was just taking in everything, and I'm on a as you see here, I'm coming down this trail. So I'm coming down this trail, and then it bends to the right. And as soon as I came around the bend, it just shot across the trail. And then I heard it breaking brush all through there. Man, that sucks. That would have been great to catch. And that thing was huge. Huge. It's like he leaped over that entire trail like in one single bound. I mean, it was massive. That's crazy. Problem is I can't film constantly. It's just way too much to do. I'm already out here for hours at a time and having to edit everything to break it down. But we're still on the swamp side of that pond. You can see it. He was probably on the edge of this, getting some water, getting something to drink, because he broke through right somewhere in this area right here. Yeah, right through there. Like I said, that was the biggest one I've ever seen. He had a big rack. I couldn't tell how many, but it was at least an 8-pointer. But he's alone, so I didn't see any does or anything nearby. All right, let me get back to hiking. There's a trail up here I want to take, really narrow trail, and but really nice looking trail. So we'll take that and see what we discover. All right, I'll see you guys soon. So I'm on this small trail heading towards that pond. It's probably, I don't know, maybe half a mile more. It's pretty thick here, as you can see. It's a very narrow trail. So beautiful though. I am so thankful that I was able to get out. I really miss being in the woods. It's so quiet and it's so peaceful. I mean, other than some bugs and occasionally a bird, I mean, it's very, very quiet. The temperature is amazing. It's just really, really comfortable. Because of the fog, it's still, I mean, the fog is lifting a lot, but it's still here. So you feel that mucky, wet feeling, but it's actually keeping my body cool, because it's supposed to get like 80 something degrees today. So it's going to be a beautiful Florida day. This is really nice. Definitely needed this recharge, you know. Working 7 days a week since December really takes a toll on you, you know, and so to at least get out one time is amazing. Now I just got to get back to camping, get out there and be one with nature for a couple of days. Get with some of my buddies, and there's some people that have hit me up on email and stuff that want to get together and do some camping. So hopefully I can plan something. Right now my total focus is the Bigfoot conference, so that's just coming up in a few weeks. So, all right, well, I'm going to keep at it, and if I see or hear anything, I'll let you know. Thanks, guys. But there's an arch right there, but I really don't want to get my feet wet to go across and investigate. But I can see some weirdness in it. If you see, it's actually behind that. It starts there. Goes behind that tree. See what I'm saying? And then behind those, but in front of that one, and then back down. So it's, what's holding it is really those trees there that are holding it into place. You know, I'd like to get over there and do a better investigation, but it doesn't look like to you guys, but that creek's about 5 feet across, and I can't jump that far at my age, and I'm pretty fat, so gravity is my enemy. But it's pretty interesting. I know it's fairly new. I can only go back 3 months because that's how long it's been since I've been in the woods. And I can't remember the last time I've been down this particular trail. It might have been back in December. But I would have noticed it. So it's fairly new in the last 3 months. So, but we're about to come out of this trail and be at my favorite location, which is the pond. So let me change the camera so you guys can see it's straight ahead. So let me back this off. You gotta love this Android. I got the S22 Ultra. The zoom in it is frigging amazing. Just amazing. So I've been out here for a couple hours now, and well, I noticed one thing right here in past videos. In that area right there, there was a really good arch, and it was held down by a log. The log was laid over the top of the pine tree to hold it down, and it's gone. It's finally literally nothing. There used to be a big palmetto and everything is gone. The log is gone, the arch is gone, the palmettos are gone. That's weird. Usually I find after a while they do decay after a while, and but I usually see its progression. But there's nothing there at all. So, but what I was talking about earlier with that noise, that I was pretty much where I'm standing at right now. And the noise came from across, and that's where we came in earlier this morning when I told you guys we're going to take a left or a right and we're going to go around. That's where we were at. So I was hoping, but right across the pond, right over there, right in that area right there is where I heard it from. And I was on this side having a discussion, and when it happened, so it was pretty interesting. But we had gone today. We started over there and we went way out there and worked our way around, and about that direction over there is where the buck ran out in front of me, and then we continued to work around and come through this forest and then come down this trail right here and end up back here. So pretty good hike today. Pretty good hike. So, but I'm gonna call it for the day because I'm only probably I'm back. I'm not gonna go back that way and head to the truck. I can go this way faster and get back to my truck. Not a whole lot today. A lot of beautiful nature, and really enjoyed myself. That's what it's all about, is getting out there. The more you're out there, the better your odds are. Like I said, things happen unexpectedly. They just happen. We can't come out. There's no way you can come out and plan something and say this is what's going to happen, and it's all spontaneous. It's all spontaneous. But you got to get out there. You got to spend more time in the woods. The more you're out there, the better your odds. You can't do it from the house. So I definitely encourage you guys to get in the woods, go hiking, take your kids out, show them nature, teach them some things, and learn how to identify plants or something, or birds, or whatever can draw your kids' interest, and get them with nature, because we're losing it all. It's all going away, and you might create a new future Bigfoot investigators. So but you have just as much a chance of having something happen, or an encounter, or a sighting, as any researcher that goes out there. You have just as good as a chance. So get out there, have a good time, enjoy nature, go camping, go kayaking, do the things that you can do in nature, and just enjoy yourself and enjoy life. It's just, life is too short. So all right, guys, I'm gonna call it, and I will talk to you guys soon. We do have a Sasquatch Unredacted podcast coming up this Friday. It'll be our good friend Marie DeMont. She is the founder of the Mid-Florida Bigfoot Research Group, and she'll be on. She'll also, those of you that are going to the Bigfoot conference here in Ocala, Florida, she'll be there, so you get an opportunity to meet her. She's a wonderful person, sweetheart. We've been friends for a couple years now. We've been camping together. We've researched together. She's just, you know, a good person. So we'll all get together and have a great discussion that night. Me, her, and Johnny. So look forward to you guys seeing there. And if you've had an encounter or you've had a sighting and you would like to discuss it on a show, we can do it any way you want. We can cover your face, or you can, you know, be there, whatever you want to do. Just reach out to us at sasquatchunredacted@gmail.com. Love to hear your story. Love to have you on the show, and to discuss. If you're a researcher, we can just discuss your research. If you're just had an encounter, you know, we'd love to hear about it. So I want to thank all my subscribers. You guys are fantastic. You know, we do this for you guys, and I do this mostly for those that can't get in the woods, so you get an opportunity to enjoy yourself and you know, beautiful areas like this, you know, the great areas of Florida. Just beautiful, just really beautiful. So it's amazing how this fog is really, it's lifted a lot, but it's really hanging in there. And we've been out here for, you know, a couple hours. Like I said, I left the house at 6:30 this morning to have breakfast and get out here as quickly as I could. All right, guys, take care. God bless each and every one of you, and I will talk to you soon.